Have you ever wondered if your entire life might just be part of an elaborate simulation? Let's dive into the depths of reality, or perhaps the illusion of it. Throughout history, philosophers like Plato with his allegory of the cave have questioned the authenticity of our perceptions. Fast forward to today, and the dialogue has evolved into the hypothesis of simulation theory, suggesting that we might be living in a digitally constructed universe. This concept isn't just science fiction. It has been seriously considered by philosophers and scientists alike. The roots of simulation theory aren't as modern as you might think. Long before computers and virtual reality, ancient philosophers toyed with concepts that echo today's simulation arguments. Take, for instance, Zhuangzi, an influential Chinese philosopher from the 4th century BC. He famously dreamt he was a butterfly and upon waking, pondered whether he was a man who had dreamt of being a butterfly or a butterfly dreaming he was a man. This narrative questions the nature of reality, much like simulation theory does today. Moving forward in time, the French philosopher René Descartes introduced radical skepticism in the 17th century. He wondered if all his perceptions, including his own existence, could be illusions imposed by a powerful deceiver, an idea that prefigures modern simulation hypotheses. The theoretical framework for today's simulation theory was notably advanced in 2003 by philosopher Nick Bostrom. His paper argued that it's statistically probable that we are living in a computer-generated reality. From ancient philosophy to modern science, the idea has evolved, but the question remains: are we real or are we simulated? At its core, simulation theory presents a tripartite argument. Let's delve into the fascinating postulations by philosopher Nick Bostrom, who introduced a provocative theory in the early 21st century. Bostrom presents us with three possibilities about the fate and nature of intelligent civilizations. First, he suggests that most civilizations might reach a certain level of technological maturity only to go extinct before they can develop advanced simulation technologies. This could be due to self-destruction, environmental factors, or other existential threats that halt progress. The second possibility considers the interest of advanced civilizations in creating simulations. Bostrom speculates that even if civilizations are technologically capable, they might simply choose not to create detailed ancestor simulations. The reasons could be ethical considerations, resource allocation, or finding no value in revisiting their past. The third and most intriguing possibility is that we are almost certainly living in a simulation. If one assumes that at least one advanced civilization has avoided extinction and has opted to run simulations, the number of simulated consciousnesses could vastly outnumber real consciousnesses. Thus, statistically, it's more likely we exist inside one of these numerous simulations rather than in base reality. The technological aspects of this theory hinge on computing power and the ability to simulate consciousness. It's a concept so compelling that tech visionaries like Elon Musk have publicly considered its plausibility, suggesting that the odds we're in base reality are 1 in billions. The implications are vast and the possibilities mind-bending. As with any bold theory, simulation theory has its champions and its skeptics. On the proponent side, figures like Elon Musk stand out prominently. Musk, along with other tech innovators, champions the idea that the exponential growth in technology could feasibly allow future civilizations to create simulations indistinguishable from reality. These supporters often draw parallels between rapid advancements in virtual reality and the potential to simulate entire universes. Contrastingly, the critics' camp isn't short of compelling arguments either. Philosophers question the underlying assumptions of simulation theory, suggesting it might just be a modern spin on age-old skeptical hypotheses, like the brain in a vat scenario. From the scientific community, the criticism often revolves around the sheer computational power required to simulate entire universes down to the quantum level. They argue that such a feat might not just be impractical but fundamentally impossible given the laws of physics as we understand them. The debate is heated and polarized, reflecting deep existential and technological questions. So, where does this leave us in the grand scheme of things? Simulation theory, a concept that feels as though it has leaped straight out of a science fiction novel, proposes that all we perceive as reality might actually be an artificial simulation. Born from the intellectual crucible of philosophical skepticism and digital age advancements, this theory challenges our foundational understandings of existence. Pioneered by thinkers like Nick Bostrom, Simulation theory is not without its controversies. Proponents argue that technological advancements could eventually enable civilizations to create simulations indistinguishable from reality. Critics, however, question the plausibility of such technology and point to the absence of concrete evidence as a major stumbling block. This theory invites us to ponder deeply about what reality truly means and our role within it. Could our lives be scripts in an elaborate cosmic play, directed by an advanced civilization? Or is this merely a philosophical exercise pushing the boundaries of our imagination? Whether reality or simulation, the quest for understanding continues. What do you think? Is your life an elaborate simulation,